Well, here's what you don't know about fascia. Fascia is not wrapping paper. It's not the inert packing material between your muscles and bones. It is, in fact, the largest sensory organ in your body, and it's the one most overlooked. Fascia is actually a dielectric liquid crystalline matrix, a constantly adapting, water-bound, charge-organised system that holds you together, conducts information and responds to presence, not commands but presence, and not mechanical linkage. It's dielectric field continuity. Anatomically, fascia is described as constantly adapting microvacuolar collagenic absorption system. What this means is your fascia is always in flux, always adjusting. It's soft matter, collagen, elastin, crucially bound water, organised into exclusion zones, creating a liquid crystal architecture that is dielectrically active. And unlike a solid crystal, it changes shape, pressure, and geometry as charge redistributes across it. It flows, it vibrates, and it reorganises. This is why you cannot isolate any part of your body truly. If you lean to the left and breathe, you're affecting the abdomen on one side. If you move your foot, the fascia in your neck reorganises. And again, not through mechanical linkage, because there is none. What connects is dielectric continuity. It's charge reorganisation across bound water. It's geometry shifting as dielectric boundary. Force distributed as field perturbation. Fascia is the primary medium of embodiment because it is the primary medium of dielectric organisation. It conducts information as charge signal. It redistributes physical force as kinetic signature of field gradients. It transmits mineral exchanges as ion flux across dielectric boundaries. It's how your body knows where it is in space, how it regulates pressure, how it senses safety or threat, all as patterns of charge coherence. The geometry matters. It's sacred. The fluidity of this matrix links to icosahedral geometry, the real sacred geometry, the only platonic solid that cannot lock into fixed pattern. It's the geometry of maximum dielectric flexibility, permitting range, fluidity, vibration. It's why you can move at all without breaking. And fascia is distinguished from mere tissue because it responds to relationship, to presence, to awareness, and because these alter dielectric field state. Not force, not command. You can't bully fascia into release because force is merely mechanical expression of charge pattern. It does not reorganise the pattern itself. You can, however, meet it, tune in, become receptive through the dense nerve receptors embedded in this dielectric liquid crystal fabric. There are more sensory endings than in muscle and in some layers skin, all transducing charge information. This is tactile growth, healing that occurs not through mechanical intervention but through dielectric attunement. When the body feels safe, the field reorganises. Just consider that for a minute. When the body feels safe, the field reorganises. This matrix has exceptional powers of recovery and restoration. Adhesions break apart, not soften, tension releases. And again, not from outside force, but from inside charge redistribution. So fascia is not static scaffolding. It is a self-organising dielectric continuum, holding the patterns of your physical movement, your emotional history, your way of being in the world as stable charge configurations. It is the organ of organisation, and it is finally where your body becomes intelligent, where dielectric field becomes meaning. Fascia is dielectric, liquid, crystal, bound water, field continuity, responsive presence. It is the largest sensory organ you never knew you had, and it is the dielectric substrate through which movement becomes meaning. Movement is life. In large part, my understanding of fascia has been influenced heavily by Joanne Iverson and her work, and Starkey and others. But in terms of the dielectric aspect, that's what I'm working on. That's my that's my thesis. When we breathe, the fascia, because the alveoli are fascia, they oscillate, and in that oscillating pattern, they are collecting ions from the oxygen and then redistributing that across the fascial network. If you take the dielectric out of life, there is no movement. If you take dielectric out of movement, there is no life. It's the primary arranging principle. Anyway, that's my attempt at a technical description of fascia in a more physics-based way, because I'm a metaphysician, so I'm trying to bridge the physics to the metaphysics here. So this is new ground for me. But what I would say from a metaphysics perspective, the fascia is your antenna to the divine. It doesn't miss anything ever. And the brain, being so overwhelmed by the possibility of this divine aspect or true divine nature, filters out so much of what is being received.